Welcome back to I Got It.
Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, the Old World Blues DLC.
Oh yeah, we're bringing firefighting to the new world, or the old world, or the blue world, or scientist scrubs. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. Yep. Don't need them.
Yep, our brain is gone, our heart is gone, something else is gone.
We're heartless, spineless, and brainless.
We got a bunch of cool tech inside our body, so...
Yeah.
Box, nice.
We're the Wizard of Oz. There we go. Let's see, shed a little light on the situation. The videos are dark enough as they are.
Oh, big mountain, keep on rolling. Alright, that's my only reference to that song, folks.
Dr. Dollar.
I love to hear you breathe.
What?
No, moving on.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me?
Oh God, yes.
Few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
Quick strike. Picking your brains.
Quick scribe, jump over that lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue, like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthful cavity.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, we're short on perception.
Yes. I have a real teddy bear if you want it.
Whatever for.
Well, I thought you liked them. You keep referring to them.
No, I like teddy bears.
Ugh.
So, bears and teddies? Are you sure your words aren't jumbled?
Teddy bears come in many sizes. Your size is what intrigues me the most. Some say that teddy bears can't be living, breathing things. They are wrong. They are large biological forms, breathing, heaving, snarling, coughing. Lobotomites are my teddy bears. Oh, yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, I get it. You like playing with humans. Do you watch the move Blink?
What? Nonsense.
Ha-ha! Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch languidly, turn and cough roughly, then slowly scratch nose. Yeah, let's do run your hands along the side of your face and exhale rapidly.
What? What are you doing?
Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch languidly.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this
completed.
filthy formography?
Yeah, let's turn and cough.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
I could come back anytime and breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Bloop.
Hey, I gained some energy packs.
Yeah, they're all drained though.
Oh.
Bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
This channel's not for children.
No.
Who are you? What do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity.
What?
That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
Sure it doesn't. First head chief researcher, lots of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification
I work with a lot of people who would agree with her. What the fuck?
And the system crashed.
Kid system, Mike. Kid system. Alright, let's try this again, folks.
Let's do this.
Let's hope the game doesn't crash yet again.
What is a name without a title or
Oh yeah,
suffix?
we did that
We could
before.
not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
I'm sometimes called a courier.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times.
Oh?
Very different specimens.
There was another courier?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
Whoa. What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Huh. Why did you remove my brain and how?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
But how am I still walking and talking?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow.
Aha.
It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
I feel strange in here, peaceful but on edge.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there a way to shut it off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing.
I'm sure you would.
No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain. And we extracted that like we do all lobotomites here.
I had other questions.
An interrogation. How fascinating. Please begin.
Alright, can you tell me about Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius, a monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory.
Man.
And perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye
The
forever
greatest
peers
sin.
at us. An eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
I don't understand how the tech Klein wants will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
Huh. Can you tell me about the Big Empty?
The Big Empty? Now that's not a proper title for this research facility. You sound like previous test subjects that came here. This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see. No matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
Previous test subjects?
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
If you say so.
Why did you say 3-1 subjects before?
Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us,
Called it.
one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
Man, this just raises more questions. What happened with the visitors?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
Alright, we've spoken enough.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
Alright, well, at least we know we're not the first ones here. This place is wild, though.
Yeah.
It just opens more and more questions. It's hard to figure out what the hell's going on here. Sensor modules. Alright, so that was her over there. Now there's Dr. O.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
You're Dr. O, correct?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
What, my Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
We can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain could make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on his stupid metal guts. Damn Robco.
I don't think I'll worry about telling you what House and his robots have been... I don't think I'll worry you by telling you what... Oh yeah, all right. I don't think I'll worry you by telling you what House and his robots have been up to since.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, straining his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girdle box.
Nice Howard Hughes reference.
Get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down, just wanted to ask some questions.
Fine. Ask.
I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Huh. Little Yangtze.
Tell me what happened.
Yeah, tell me what happened.
This human. I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency.
Jesus.
We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, 8 tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Who are the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
What do you do here?
Yeah.
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
That doesn't sound impressive, breaking machines, that is.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept a mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics. Okay. So my name is an O, never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
It was 0.
If they keep confusing the letter with the number, your name, Dr. O, Dr. Zero?
Yes, thank you. 0. I am 0. How hard is that? A narrow, thin 0.
Alright, you want me to call you Zero, or?
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
If you want to differentiate the O and 0, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
0, draw a slash through it.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
And that makes you truly a 0. So, is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. O is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there's power in 0. It reduces anything multiplied against it to 0.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. Then make a 0 in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
So, 0, got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
It certainly is interesting, whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Tell me about Mobius and these monsters of his.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbles together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted
Your
them.
spare parts,
Trying
bud.
to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
A giant robot scorpion?
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Science fiction double feature.
Can you tell me about this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
I need more of those worthless caps to test the CEIU barter functions upstairs.
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
Ah, there we go.
Ah, nice. I think we've spoken long enough.
Yeah.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Alright, so this might be a long episode, folks, but I kind of want to talk to all these different doctors. It actually seems to be a quest anyways.
Yeah, well, now we need Dr. Klein and Dr. 8. Speaking of Dr. 8. What was that?
Your voice modulator got damaged. I heard an attack. Is too bad, or good, or something. Can I ask you some questions?
Your damaged voice module. Can you tell me about the attack? I didn't catch that. Maybe part of the damage? Who are you?
Yeah, who are you?
Sounds important.
Good to meet you, double circle, a dash, whoever. Well, you read me the riot act.
Do you know anything about Dr. Morbius or the Forbidden Zoo?
Yeah. Alright, just calm down. Didn't mean to alarm you. Can you tell me about the technologies Klein wants? You sound agitated or percolated or something. Wait, after listening a little bit, that's Robco's term link protocol you're broadcasting, right?
I'm just full of surprises.
Nice pun on the header file, ref. Well, the code's got problems. I'm not arguing that. I agree. If someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects in a tank. If that's Robco term link protocol, doesn't that mean it can be hacked? Ooh. Ooh, that is interesting.
Oh. If that's term link code, don't worry. I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. Yeah, that's probably the one.
Yeah, okay. We'll go with not taking advantage of it. Ah, damn it. Well, we completed a quest anyways.
Yeah.
Not a problem. I know what it's like to be experimented on. When I first arrived, tell me, you didn't sunjaculate into my sonic emitter. Wait, now that we know each other better, can you tell me about the sonic emitter?
Projecto is kind of evident. Emitter works better.
I am so confused. Higgs Village, can you point it out on my Pip-Boy? So your house is there? Lassie fell down the well? So there's emitter code in your house. So there's an emitter code in your house in Higgs. Oh, 2 codes. One for the jukebox, one for the opera. Nice. I'll keep an eye out for it. How did you fire up the sonic emitter when I arrived again? Alright, well, there had to be some other way to fire it up. Can we at least talk it over next time?
This channel's not for children.
I guess. I'll be going now. God, I'm so fucking confused.
Right, in order to get the voice code, we have to go to Higgs.
Gotcha. I think
Have
that's
you
what...
come for hello? Oh, I'll give you a hello. A hello unsurpassed in all creation.
Dr.
The
Boris.
lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
Oh, it's Fox News.
Animal, did you just, do you always get this dramatic?
Drama? There is no drama in science. As I learned in high school, science is an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus. As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies, things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
Who are you and what do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You're responsible for cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
Contained in Big Mountain, those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
I don't think they're sterile, they breed alright.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Go ahead. You might make me fertile or impregnate me.
Impregnate you? What? Do you want to make me vomit inside my tank? The mere notion makes the edges of my biomed gel crystallize into asymmetrical patterns.
You don't seem to have a grasp on your own research.
Nonsense! That is what you speak. Nonsense from beyond. I was at the top of my high school class in American high school.
American high school,
I
yeah.
knew facts. I knew
Again,
figures. I knew data. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. We never contradict ourselves, so do not even try.
Alright, so Night Stalkers were created for what purpose then?
To preserve Coyote. No, wait. The snake DNA was important because the snakes with the rattles were dying out and... Or maybe it was a vet from Callus in X8. He had some mountain lion, eagle, condor idea. Bet you can't breed this, he said. Showed him. Then it spliced itself into a coyote, snake thing, which was eventually successful. Kept that DNA where it belonged. Spliced. Why are we even debating this? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius besieges us. There are more important things to worry about than data and facts.
Alright, I want to know more about Mobius and the Forbidden Zone.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying robo-scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
And this guy's a trip.
Yeah.
All right.
He busts his radar fence around the crater.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
The fence doesn't make much sense to me.
It makes perfect sense. Who are you to question the mighty radar fence? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright.
Oh, this guy never got out of high school.
Betsy, I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Don't you want to leave here?
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Doesn't that prove you're wrong?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable.
Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
Could you tell me about the big mountain?
It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
And blowing up all the time.
Why have you leveled this place?
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science.
Test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard. So we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
Became an observer.
What was this explosion?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
I had other questions.
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers.
Never mind. We've spoken enough.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
God, I feel like I lost information talking to him. Alright. Ooh. Bullets!
Yay, bullets! And by bullets, we mean microfusion cells.
Yeah. And scrap metal.
Alright, we need to talk to Klein.
I was gonna say, Klein must be the guy upstairs. Hopefully there's just one, because this is taking for fucking ever.
I know, they like to talk and talk and talk and talk.
And heck, the last two we've talked to, it's been like, I don't feel like I learned anything from those two. Oh, there's Klein.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated.
I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank had to share on the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
We tried.
I heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
You seem like the one in charge. Who are?
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain.
Ideology?
I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field. First chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Who is Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us.
One of us.
friend.
One of us.
He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Like that Dennis kid. Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures. How? Chems?
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Huh. Why do I have this strange... Wait, no, I already know the answer to that. What is this place?
This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man. And to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science.
And when we get done, we test some more.
Power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
In other words, power.
I heard this place called the Big Empty.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
I'd like to know about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Can you tell me more about these pylons?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain.
Yeah, he was
Except
no help.
maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
I have some questions about this brain extraction you all performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto-dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Gala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
You said before Mobius might have my brain.
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
Mobius set up the Autodoc medical routine, so you think he's responsible for the post-organ dump?
Yes. Always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The Autodoc is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
My brain would know?
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
What's this Autodoc surgery code you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old Autodoc. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
These mechanical robo-scorpions consume intelligence. Are you certain of those findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Huh. That's all for now. Goodbye.
Yes, a most goodbye.
Alright, well, this place is, a little odd.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, that's the term. Weird.
Alright, so this must be their rooms. Yeah, I'll take the drain microfusion cell anyway. Can't even tell what that once was.
Nope.
Alright, I know it's going to be a long episode, folks, but I just kind of wanted to get, like, exploring this little building out of the way.
Indeed.
Before we go out into the world. Hats. Lots and lots of hats.
Guess that was expected.
Yeah, I guess. Huh. Hell. This must be Dollar's room, I'm betting.
That's my guess.
Because the teddy bears and the sexy sleepwear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, this is some wild stuff. Eighth room, I'm betting.
That's my guess.
I'm betting that first room was, No, I haven't. Leave
Yeah,
me be.
Boros' office.
Actually, I was guessing that was Zero's office.
Ah.
Because he's the, robot expert.
Ah, that makes sense.
Let me guess. American High School High? Oh, yeah.
The cages, yeah, this is obviously Boris's room. I'm stealing his shit anyways.
What's he gonna do about it?
Exactly. Oh wait, I already checked there. Alright, well...
Check that room. Oh, that one's locked.
Well, this one was locked too, wasn't it?
Yeah, easy locked.
Yeah, hell, we can pick that, no problem. This might be,
Yeah, 8's.
This might be 8's room. It's got all these walkie-talkies and stuff.
Yeah.
Stim packs. Alright, good enough. Of course, one of these must be Mobius's room then, because there's 6 rooms.
Oh, look at all those mentats.
There are a lot of mentats in here. They mentioned that one of them was into the mentats. I don't remember which. Take the radiation suit in case we need it. Scientist glove? Huh.
Well, apparently so.
It does damage of some sort, although I don't know how. Alright, well, I think we checked these already. Yeah,
Yes, we did.
Alright. Well, I think we talked to everyone. And they were no help at all. But now that we got that out of the way, I guess we can go back to our room, the sink. That's the elevator to the big empty. Alright, so if we talk to here...
Sonic emitter revelation now available in the vendor interface.
Okay.
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most jocund welcome to the sink. I am your electronic valet and household central processor. May I be of service, sir?
Are you some kind of artificial intelligence?
Regrettably not, sir. All modules in this habitat are synthetic personalities atop a mundane operating system. There is no intelligence here, sir.
You mean there are other personality modules here?
Indeed, sir. Though if sir's aim is to activate them, I lament to inform sir that most have been offline for some years. If sir were to ask my opinion, I should venture that sir is better off without them. However, if sir is determined to inflict upon sir's self their dubious services, sir might locate backup personality disks elsewhere in the facility.
Why is that?
The other modules are rather erratic, sir. Their personality matrices are built on flawed logic and have not weathered the years well, sir.
So I can access their functions without loading the personality holotapes?
Tragically, the core operating systems are also located on the personality tapes, sir. Once the tape is installed, sir may request I switch their dialectic interfaces off, and I shall oblige with great delectation. However, sir will still be required to locate and install a backup holotape to access their functionality.
Huh. Why are there so many personality modules?
As I am given to understand, sir, this facility was once the property of a Dr. Mobius. He crafted the personality modules as part of a collection of experiments on the subject of machine-human interface. As to the reason for the unusual choices of devices to receive the modules, I cannot say.
Never mind, let me ask you something else.
Indubitably, sir.
What services do you provide?
In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household utilities, I can provide Sir with direct access to the commissary. Any goods Sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface, whence tiny robots shall deliver them forthwith to this very domicile.
Oh, I need equipment. No, I need to buy things.
Very good, sir. Should Sir be in the market for a new suit of morning wear, I have several suggestions that might suit.
Alright, well, let's see what we got here. The Scientist Glove, a shovel, Sonic Emitter Revelate. Oh, wait, that's a,
That's a mod.
Or is it? Bonus damage versus robots, power armor? No, that is strange. Okay. Patient gowns, combat helmet. Stim packs. Modest prices, of course.
Resort prices.
No cards. Yeah, resort prices. Alright, so nothing in this inventory that's really blowing my skirt up. Well, I guess on that note, folks, it's the end of the episode.
End of the episode. Thank you for watching, thank you for listening, and have a good day, sir.
Yeah.